Hi guys! So first of all, I want to say this is my second take of this video because for some reason the first time around went for 10 minutes and then randomly cut me off at the very end. It didn't make any sense. So I'm just going to redo it. So I have still been working on my goals as far as health, getting healthier, and drafting. So I've walked almost every day this week. It's been a little bit chillier here, so I'm going to have to find a different outlet as far as usually I walk outside, and I'm going to have to start probably walking on the treadmill since it's gotten colder, which is unfortunate because I don't really care for the treadmill, so maybe I'll find something else to help spice it up too, but yeah. I also am going to work on putting too much emphasis on food. I don't know if a lot of people have this problem. I think they do. Actually, I feel like it's a pretty common issue where, you think about, I've had a long day, and you look forward to going home and having your favorite meal, your favorite snack, dessert, whatever. And I'm going to work on not doing that. I've realized that's a pretty big problem of mine. And I don't want that to be the case. I think that taking off the emphasis that it's something great and wonderful will really help so that, I'm not like thinking at work and, mind you, I get off late. So thinking at 10 o'clock at night how I'm going to go home and eat this big, great dinner and then be going to bed 2 hours later. That's just not healthy for you to sleep on. So I have somewhat started to and will continue to do so with just eating something like whatever I have around the house, like a bowl of oatmeal, a bowl of cereal, something that's light or lighter, and then making more emphasis on bringing my lunch, or I always bring a lunch, but having a good, decent lunch, and then having healthy snacks throughout the day. So I'm going to, as I said, I've worked on it the past couple weeks. I have stayed with it pretty well, so I'm going to continue to do that, and I will keep you up to date with the progress. If I don't actually ever, because I really am forgetful, so if I mention something in one of my videos that I said I was going to keep up with, and you don't listen to, you don't hear anything about it, you just let me know, and I will let you know. So, this evening I have, one of the things that I wanted to work on with health-wise, as far as emphasis goes as well, is self-control. I have an issue with controlling myself around foods, especially foods that I like, or indulging in it, or having too much of it. I try to say, like, okay, if you're going to have something that's not that great for you, make it like a smaller portion, or only have one or two, or whatever it is. It's still something I really need to work on. So I purchased this self-control book. Sorry, I have something in my mouth. I purchased a self-control book, audiobook, and I started listening to it this evening. So I've listened to approximately 30 to 40 minutes of it. They're like 6 hours long in whole. So I've listened to the first 30, 45 minutes of it, and while I've done so, I've also worked on some of my drafting. I haven't been keeping up with it as much as I'd set the original goal for, which was 5 to 6 hours, so I did work on that together, and I'm going to continue to try to make more effort to do that throughout the week. I get really in the habit of, in the mornings before I go to work, or morning, afternoon, just getting up and going for my walk and eating breakfast, and then just kind of lounging around the house till I have to go, so I'm going to start trying to make more of an effort, at least do it a couple times a week, a few times a week, 10, 15 minutes, to listen to that while I do my drafting, because it's beneficial. And I also wanted to mention that in the first part of the audiobook, it talks about when you're learning how to deal with self-control, to monitor it. And I always thought that monitoring it, such as your health, monitoring your weight loss, is not necessarily a bad thing, but can be unhealthy. So like if you're progressing, checking your weight continuously, I thought that would be a bad thing, but they actually recommend it. Who knew? I guess maybe to help keep yourself accountable. So I think I'm going to look into either doing that. I don't actually have a scale, so that would actually be something that I need to look into purchasing. However, I also thought about maybe I should just start writing down what I've had for the day, or downloading an app and keeping up to date with it that way and tracking it that way. So I'll see, maybe do both, or see which one works better for me, or one that I feel better with, I guess I should say. So I also wanted to, because I think I want to introduce maybe a recipe for the week, like a healthy recipe. So for this week, I wanted to bring up a pizza one that I've been doing for a while. I actually don't do the sauce as much. I've done it once with some friends, and it was really good. Sometimes I just use the Great Value pizza sauce, which isn't as good for you, especially if you're trying to watch sodium. But this one, for the pizza sauce, you just use crushed tomatoes. This one in particular is that we'd used was Eating Organic, which is when we got it at some local organic store here, with no salt added, of course, and unsweetened. Mixed it with garlic salt, pizza seasoning with no salt added, and then like a salt substitute. So mixed all that together, cooked it, or put it in a saucepan and heated it up. And it was really good. I use, for the crust, I get these the flat outs. They're pita bread. Usually can be found at Walmart. I find them in the deli section, where you can actually go to the counter and get deli meat and cheese sliced for you. But it's like a wheat version of it. They're like 90 calories per each one, and I use that as the crust, and low-fat cheese and turkey pepperoni. But the great thing about that, because you're making the pizza at home, you can put as little or as more cheese and sauce and toppings and things on it that you want, especially good if you like vegetables. So recommend that. If you have any questions or want pictures of like the flat out breads or something, I can send it to you. And I also wanted to show you a couple of my drawings, just to kind of give you an idea. These were from this isn't graph paper, when I was like 11, 12. So I'm just going to kind of flip through. But yes, I did design these myself. I didn't pull them from a magazine or anything. But you kind of get the gist. You probably can't really tell what's what. And then this is one that I've done that I just designed, actually. It has some minor construction problems, so I have to rework that in this one. So, and then another one that I'm actually working on in my drafting program that isn't drafted out. Well, my lovelies, I hope that you are all doing well and have had a fantastic week and have made progress in whatever your goals are. And I'm working on trying to cut these a little bit shorter. So I tend to ramble, I'm sorry. And I hope that you all continue to have a fantastic week going forward. And I look forward to watching all your videos. Bye!